Welcome to Venture Forward. I have a simple project for today, and that is to mount Rotopax on the Alvan's Sherpa Carrier on the back of the Winnebago Revel. Reasons for mounting Rotopax. 1. To extend the vehicle's range just by a little bit. 4 gallons isn't going to go a long way, but it will definitely get you out of a pinch. Gas should be good. I gained about 30 miles of range by putting the Rotopax in, so I'm gonna keep going towards St. Francis. And number 2, to carry gasoline for stuff like chainsaws. You might be thinking, Chris, I've never seen you use a chainsaw. Where'd you get a chainsaw? Looks like the bar might be a little bit loose, but I found this in my storage unit, buried in the back since like 2015, even before I started making videos. And it's been mostly forgotten for all these years, and I haven't tested it yet, but I might get in practice of carrying it to clear deadfall if I can find a storage solution. And of course, the third reason to carry Rotopax on the outside of your vehicle is to be Overland Chic. If you're carrying these bad boys, everyone is going to know that you are the real deal. A lot of companies make these things, not just Alvan's, but it's a really good idea. It's essentially a pegboard that you mount on the back of your van, and you're able to install any number of things on it. Your imagination is the limit. So mounting Rotopax would normally be a dead simple task. In fact, the whole pattern on the Sherpa Carrier matches the pattern on the Rotopax mount perfectly. But the problem that we're faced with is that I'm already using the Sherpa Carrier for mounting bicycle racks. Now the fact is we utilize our bike carriers far more than we're going to use these. So I want to have the option of mounting these, but I want to leave these in place. These are fine. So I need to fashion some sort of spacer to fit the Rotopax mount over the bike carrier. And to do that, I found this on Amazon. This is a 12-inch by 4-inch Inanimate HDPE rod. That's high-density polyethylene, and the 4-inch diameter lines up perfectly with the Rotopax mount. This is handy material, but just a heads up, I ordered this about 2 months ago, and I checked the Amazon listing this morning, and it said it was no longer available. I'll put the link to this listing in the video description anyway, but if it continues to be unavailable, it shouldn't be too hard to source. So I have 2 fuel cans to mount, which means I need to cut 2 2.5-inch pucks to clear the bike racks, and then drill bolt holes in each puck, and should be good to go. I hope you didn't think I was serious. Now, I don't have the means to make these holes perfect, but they just need to be tunnels so that the carriage bolt can fit through. This stuff is a mess. I'm gonna have to hit it with a vacuum later. Well, this was the vision, and a little bit booty fab, but it looks like it's gonna work. This one spacer is a little bit neater than the other, but they both seem to be aligned well. Once they're installed, it'll be more elegant, but yeah, working with this material, it's a little bit messy. I'm not a huge fan, so I'm glad that I'm done. Tomorrow I'm going to go to the hardware store and get new hardware so I can finish the job. I simply need longer bolts. For now, I'm going to spend a couple hours cleaning up the plasticky mess I made in the garage and in the backyard. Alright, these are the fasteners that come with the Rotopax mount, and it utilizes 4 carriage bolts for each mount. I have to go to the hardware store and get longer carriage bolts, 2.5 inches longer than what comes with the kit. I love Ace Hardware. When I got to the register, the manager told me that the point of sale was down, and I only had $5 worth of carriage bolts, so he said, just come back and pay when you get the chance. I'm gonna go back to Ace right after this, pay for the new carriage bolts, and spend even more money as a thank you. It has to clear these bolts. Now the only thing that's tricky is reaching the nuts on the back side of the carrier. There's not much room to work back there. Okay, this is tedious. I'll be back in a bit. Well, that was exciting, and I'm extremely pleased because it came out exactly how I wanted it to. While you might not have the exact same application for whatever it is you're doing, I hope that this video at least gave you some ideas for your own project. I'll put the links to the parts that I used in the description for this video. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'll see you next week.